Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing Golf Town in the 1 minute pool on ICC. I decided to play the con in my first game here. Let's play knight f6 against bishop d3 and then bishop c5, trying to force the knight away from d4. Usually they go f4 now, and then I'll play d6, the knight bd7, just to forestall the advance in the center. I think bishop d7, or bishop b7. I'll go knight d5. He's playing pretty straightforward, just trying to break through in the middle. Let's take this way. I can play f5, that might be dangerous. Guess I'll just take. I don't think he has any devastating moves with his knight, like no knight d6 or anything, so probably rook takes f5 will be played. Bishop a5, queen c6, let's go queen e5. Queen e5 seems better, right? Because now I'm defending the pawn. Ooh, okay, that's clever by him. Didn't see that. So if I would have taken his rook, knight d6 check was working. Decent chance I might have to like part with my queen. Guess not. I thought he could have played that better. Okay, let's castle. Oh. Yeah, he has that move. I didn't see that. This guy's played well. So he has two minor pieces for the rook. Guess I'll just keep trading. Hate to trade when I'm down like this, but not sure what else to do. Let's go king g7. Bishop e6. It's going to come down to a time scramble. See if he'll repair my structure. That would be helpful. He says no. Start moving our king over. Maybe we can get a little activity going.
Check.
I'm definitely just losing this position. But the clock is a huge factor. He has knight b3 check if he wanted in that position. Check. Yeah, the clock is a very big factor. Let's check again. Looks like I'm going to be flagging him.
Check.
Yep, got it. Okay. Yeah, so he played that well. He got in e5 at the right moment. I think actually in this position, instead of bishop b7, I should be playing either b4 or maybe e5. e5 to block him from playing e5 himself. This is a very mainline position. I probably should know this, but either that or possibly I should have captured on e5 and then played knight d5 instead of playing just knight d5 first, allowing him to take and open up the e file. So pretty strong theoretical game from Golf Town. The clock just did him in the end. He's an anonymous IM. I just looked him up to see who he was. Okay, so first game in the books, and I'm going to take that as a promising sign that I won the first game. Let's see who's playing in the pool tonight. I'm playing this about 9 o'clock Central Time. Yeah, ooh, Tu Huang. Okay, if Tu Huang's in, it's going to be an eventful session. Shout out to the subscriber who posted in the comments to my last video that Tu Huangs do not make a right. I thought that was very clever. So, I think I played Tu Huang in this exact same line before. Let's just take on d5. He takes with the knight. I'm not aspiring to a huge advantage here. It's a comfortable position though. Okay, let's go queen a4. And then c4. Rook c1. I think I'll play c5 soon. Let's take. Bring the rook into c7. What if we'll try to transfer a rook over to the queen side somehow later?
Check.
Hard to say. Queen e8. This looks dangerous for him, right? I mean, queen h8 check followed by, let's say, rook g8. This should be very close to mate. Let's give a check here. And then g4 runs into queen takes f2. Let's take here.
Check.
Don't know that this is the best move necessarily, but this seems to be a good solution.
Checkmate.
Okay. Tu Huang, so got to win against him. Let's play the Scandinavian against him. I do get good positions when I play the Scandinavian against him, I believe. So maybe here I can sneak in knight c6. Or not. castle's queenside. I'm going to be able to chase around his queen now. Knight takes e4 is something I have to be heads up about. I think I'll play queen d6, trying to induce a queen trade. That move works, huh? Well, we'll see. I have this in between move. Bishop takes b2. All right. So 2 quick wins against Tu Huang. And I wonder why he played b3 against that one. Usually he's just taking on d5 and playing his old queen f3 system. Knight c3 and a quick queen to f3. So just like that, we're up to 25-53. Tu Huang is playing Charkakan. Okay, this is a guy that was playing in the pool yesterday as well. Charkakan. Maybe Tu Huang was inspired by my opening choice. He's playing the Scandinavian himself. Except he played queen e6 check. I don't think that move is to be recommended. But Tu Huang definitely has a penchant for playing early queen moves. That's like his specialty, his bread and butter. You know who I haven't played lately is Song Lo. I haven't been in the pool when Song Lo has been around. This looks dangerous for black. Rook fd1 coming. Tu Huang is up a couple pawns, but I mean, Rook ad1 seems normal here to threaten knight d6 check. See if Tu Huang can work some magic. Ooh, bishop takes g7, very flashy move. If bishop takes g7, knight d6 check was winning. All right, we have Eliana. Wow, this player really went down in rating. When I played them the other day, I believe they were in the 2300s. So it's interesting to see them dropping off in rating like that. Yeah, what I remember about Eliana is that they're a little bit slower of a player. Here I'm threatening g5, trapping the knight. I'll go here and work my way into the d3 square. Wow, they're just giving me the dark square bishop, huh? Guess I'll castle. Maybe play bishop g7, attacking a1. That's an exchange right there. And I get to win d2 at the end of this transaction. Now I'll just focus on doubling up on the second rank. Let's go here just to make sure the knight can't get to f4. Don't want to allow this knight back into the game needlessly. Yeah, so I'm just going to go rook b2 and double on the second rank. They can scarcely afford to trade here. The position is losing. Let's take en passant. Okay, well, good start to the session. Bishop takes f6 is equivalent to suicide in this position, I think. I mean, granted, after bishop g7, they could have played rook c1, but black has all the play here, the pressure against d2. Maybe they can play f3 or f4 and try to get some activity, but they have a backward d-pawn. The knight is awkwardly placed on g2. Knights do not do well on squares that are traditionally reserved for a bishop fianchetto. That's a good rule of thumb to follow. Let's check out who's playing. Kovath. Oh, Darwin Yang. I played him in the blitz pool recently, so he's dabbling in some 1 minute. Against Gulftown. This looks like a dead draw. Well, maybe not anymore. I was expecting one of the players to try to close down the position. Maybe it's not a dead draw. Looks like White's going to win now. But Gulftown has no time. They got the queens off, though. Yeah, this is a draw. Okay, I'm playing Tiggy 2001. Let's play bishop g5. We'll play the most principled move. Okay, c takes d5. Now we're in Cambridge Springs territory. Queen d2, rook c1. Yeah, I played this line for black. I know what you're about, Tiggy. Let's go here. I'll go h3. Maybe I'll play rook b1 after this, just to include this rook in the struggle. With an eye towards playing c4 eventually. Let's do it now. take with the knight so I can go to e4. Or how about we offer a bishop trade? He might not agree to it. Maybe he'll play bishop a6. Go rook d1. Structure-wise, I'm a little bit worse now. But I think the position is close to equal. Let's go rook c3. Go here. Not sure exactly what I'm doing in this position. Yeah, I played a couple lackluster moves, and now I'm paying the price. Let's go here. Whoops, sorry. I messed up that sizing of the board. This knight d5. Knight d5 is like
check.
Super annoying.
Check.
Knight d5 at any moment could be bad for me. Surprised he's not playing it. Finally he does.
Check.
Let's go here. Just gonna make a break for my pawns. Ugh, I'm so slow.
Check.
Ooh, could have just taken their rook there.
Check. Check.
Gotta make this guy think. Okay. I got the flag at the end. He was just starting to pre-move, so I had to do something radical like rook takes f7. That's too bad, though. I could have taken the rook, king takes c2. I just assumed he was going to move it. Those are funny situations in Bullet where you get down to the end, and both sides are trying to move as fast as possible. And you can see one side making a move, and then replying as if their opponent plays the move that they're expecting. But it's almost never like what you're expecting because they're just pre-moving themselves. So when I play king d3 here, I'm thinking, oh, he's going to move the rook. He's going to like check me or something. Let's go king d4 right after that. But nope, he's just moving fast himself. He played king g8. Nonsensical move. But yeah, neither of us has the time to prove it. Okay, I'm going to play a couple more. The action is a little bit slow tonight. But as long as guys like Tu Huang are sticking around, it's worth playing a few more games. d5. I would expect Tu Huang to play. Just to open up the dark square bishop. Yeah, d5. You got to do it. Queen c3. Okay, so now there's some tension on the long diagonal. Golftown again. So Golftown knows his theory. Maybe we stay out of a theoretical struggle with him and just try to use our speed advantage. I do think I have a speed advantage against Golftown. He just doesn't seem like the fastest player in the world. Let's go c5. Try to make it difficult for them to open up the position. Yeah, it plays rook d8. Makes sense. How about e4? Just offering to trade queens. I'm okay with playing f3. It's a slightly ugly move, but actually here am I winning a piece? Almost, I think I am. I almost am. He has queen h5. We had queen h5 there. He didn't notice. Let's go queen c1. Queen d2 is a little bit better. See if we can trade queens. Let's go here. Ooh, he has bishop e3. Didn't notice bishop e3. Neither did he. Alright, so I'm up a piece, and he just resigned. Okay. 2 more games. I'll play 2 more games, regardless of how they go. Even if I go 0-2 in the last couple. I'm at 25-65 right now. Vishmanava. Don't know who this player is, nor do I know who Koto Peto is from Colombia. Shivananda is from India, and Koto Peto. Jorge Clavijo from Colombia. Gotta love ICC. It's such an international server. I mean, where are you going to encounter people from this many walks of life and just people from all over the world, really? It's cool that ICC is a community, and also YouTube as well, like posting these videos. I've met so many people. People will just drop in and say, hey, I love your videos. I'm from Italy. Hope you're doing well. Keep posting. That's really cool to see. That gives me a lot of motivation to keep doing what I do here. But just in general about chess, chess is so international. It's cool that we all share a common bond in the game. Taking a while to get a game right now. I'd say Vishmanava is doing a good job of taking away Black's counterplay. All right, we've got Eliana again. They're opening with b3 once more. I'll play bishop f5, the same system. They're playing more flexibly this time with d3. Yeah, they're choosing like a hippo type setup. The hip hop anonymous setup, aka hippopotamus. That was a reference to the movie Big Daddy.
Check.
With Adam Sandler, just in case you guys were wondering. Let's play bishop c7. Maybe I'll castle long still. Who knows? Probably will. So he's going to have the bishop pair, but other than that, the position looks almost dead level, I would say. Maybe I can use the f4 square to my advantage. He knows I want to get into f4, so I'd expect him to move his queen, so that knight f4 doesn't come with as much sting. Really? Does that work? I have my doubts about that move.
Check.
I guess we'll find out if it works or not. Because if queen takes c6, I can play queen d6. And try to induce a trade. Ooh, I gotta be careful because he's threatening stuff. Does this move work? Actually, they can take twice on d5 and my rook on e8 would have been hanging. They didn't notice, though. And here I'm winning material. Fork on the rook and the bishop. That's not good. I'll just go after the dark square bishop.
Check.
Yeah, this is too much. They do have queen b5 check.
Time check.
That wouldn't have done anything.
Check. Check.
Okay, so this is mate on the next move. King a6, queen c8. But yeah, they had a nice tactic here, if they had noticed. So instead of rook e2, I think bishop takes d5, knight takes d5, rook takes d5. And if I play rook takes d5, queen takes e8, wins the rook. So they'll be gaining all their material back plus interest. All right, guys, last game. I'm in the pool. And while we're waiting, let's take a look. Ooh, Dahoni is playing. Kovat versus Dahoni. So if Dahoni gets in the pool before I get my next game, good chance I'm playing him. I mean, for sure I'd be playing him. Oh, I got Kovath instead. Okay, Darwin Yang. Let's go bishop f4. This is an interesting system. See if he'll take the opportunity to win the bishop pair. He does. Let's go g4. I think c5 is a good response. Let's go e4, try to open the center up. Maybe queen e2. Responds with e5. Okay. I do have to be careful about the center. Maybe I can go bishop a2 now and pressure that pawn on d5. Here I can try to get into h6 with my queen. Ooh, what are you going to do about that? That's game over.
Check.
It's mate. Ooh, actually, no, it's not mate. Okay. But I can check and then take on d5. Yeah, and he's going to be hard-pressed to defend. He just resigned. Okay. Well, tabulating the results of that session, I don't think I dropped even a half point that session. Yep, I didn't want to jinx it and say, like, right before the last game, like, oh, I'm working on a perfect session here. But yeah, I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and I went 8-0. Okay, including a couple wins against Tu Huang. So, built my rating up to 2573. Number 3 on the best list, okay. Multicast is still there. Adaptation, Fabiano Caruana is still there, and Black Horse. So 3 beasts right in a row. Multicast is in a class of his own. And, you know, Fabiano, I'm pretty sure if he wanted to be higher than 2620, he could. I've never ran into him in the 1 minute pool. I kind of wonder, like, how often he plays and when does he play. Yeah, really sporadically, I bet. But Beastly. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I'll be back tomorrow with another bullet video. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later.